Okay, hello guys, welcome to this video, the first video on my channel. So we are going to be talking about how to get better in Efootball 2023, and I'm going to be sharing a few tips with you guys on how I believe that you can get better and get into Division 1 and win Division 1 ranked matches and go up the rank basically. So today I'm going to be sharing with you guys some of the tips that I have learned, and I believe that guys can use to improve and start winning games and winning matches and winning more matches from the division. So for the first thing we are going to be doing today, first tip I'm going to be sharing is the training session. The training session is very, very good. I don't think a lot of people know and use this, but personally I use the training session to improve in my one-on-one finishing, my one-on-one how to shoot, how to pass, if you can do it freely, then I believe that when it comes to being in a game, you can now, from what you learn in the training session, you can now apply it into the game, and you see that you are passing easily and shooting better. So with this, I believe that you can learn your players stronger positions, where they can shoot from, where they can pass from, how long they can pass, what volume of power you should use when using a player to shoot or pass or to do skills or do many other things. So I believe that you can use the training session to use and learn how good your players are, how good your players perform, how well they do things in the game. And when you do this in the training mode, you can now apply it into your game mode when you are playing ranked matches, when you are playing division matches, when you are playing against your friends, when you are playing just online matches, when you are playing events. So if you begin to apply these tips, then you can actually get better in the game. And if you begin to put it into your game, you can now get better, and you'll see that you start winning a lot more matches when you start to use these tips on your gameplay. So with this, I believe training mode is very, very important, and with the training mode you can see yourself getting better. For example, like here now, I'm trying to use Haaland, De Bruyne, and the whole Manchester City players to see how they perform. Because in my main team, I have, for example, I have Cancelo, I have De Bruyne, I have Haaland in my main team. So using them in the training mode, I can see how they perform here, and I will know how to use them when it comes to my matches. Now, this corner kick technique I learned while playing around in the training mode taught me how to score from a corner kick in a better way. Now you see that, okay, the first thing we do, we press on the short corner and switch the view immediately. As the player is coming for the short corner, you pass the ball to him, then play a true pass to the person. Waiting be this. Jesus. Now it's not 100% a goal, but as we know in PS, there are a lot of glitches that we can use to our advantage. So you see that if we use this like 10 times, it can assure us of like maybe 6 or 7 or 8 goals. Depends on how well we use it. So I believe that with this training mode, you can learn a lot of things that you can apply to your game and get better. Now, as I said, it's not going to work 100% of the time, but the times that it does, it is really, really satisfying to watch the goal go in to the back of the net and to basically to score. I think that's why we're playing the game, to score goals and have fun. So that's what we're going for here. Okay, so right now we're going to be looking at choosing your players, your formation and your playstyle. Now, one thing I believe also in PS is that choosing the players comes from what you prefer to use. Choosing your formation comes from what you prefer to use. I prefer to use the quick counter, for example, as you can see. The formation I prefer to use is 4-1-2-3 with the 2 EMF. So I believe that one works for me. I believe that everybody has the formation that works for them. Everybody has the play style that works for them. So I think if you want to improve, use the one that works with your strength. If you like possession game, play possession game. If you like quick counter, use the quick counter. If you like long ball counter, use. If you like the long ball, use it. Anyone that works for you. And I believe that when you are choosing your players, it's very, very good to choose players that will fit into the formation, in any formation, because sometimes you have to change your formation based on what your opponent is using. So you have to choose the formation that best suits any play style that you are using, and you have to choose players that will fit into any formation. Like now, the team I'm using, I believe that there's any player can fit into a lot of. I like versatile players that can fit into a lot of positions that I can, so that anytime when I want to change my formation, then I can fit them into anywhere, so that I won't need to change my players completely just because I'm playing one person. I can change my formation during the match to fit into whatever my opposition or my opponent is using. So with these few tips, I believe that we can improve the way we set up our team and we do our team so that we can be able to attack our opposition in the right way. So whatever formation, whether it's the 5 at the back, 3 at the back, 4 at the back, your players are supposed to be able to fit in so that you can change your formation to match your opponent's formation easily. Because if you see that your opponent is loading the midfield, then you have to sort your formation in such a way that you don't give him the space to crowd your midfield and take over the game. Yeah, so with these few tips, I believe we can get better in the game. So now that you have set up your formation and your play style and you have set your players, the next thing we're going to do, we're going to be going into what I'll call superstitions and beliefs, like in the game. Like people say what you believe is going to work for you. If you believe that changing your player positions before the match starts is going to be good, then I believe you can go for it. There are a lot of things you can do before a game starts. That if you believe that, okay, changing my players' position before a match starts so that I can get my team collective strength to be low before a match starts. If you believe that is going to work for you, that is also fine. So I believe that with these few things that we're going to do before a game starts, before a match even starts, we can convince ourselves that, okay, we have won this match. We just need to make sure that we don't concede first. We just need to make sure that we don't draw, that we don't lose. And if we can see what we can do from there, because, okay, sometimes before a match starts, I tell myself, okay, yeah, let's just make sure that we don't lose. And from there, if I play without like panic or fear, because sometimes we see the opponent's team and we begin to fear, but I don't think if we start to fear, then we have started losing the match already. So if you are able to calm yourself and play your opponent calmly, like now, as you can see, I've set my team in a way that I believe that changing their position is going to give me an easy opponent, or is going to make give me somebody that is not expecting me to be as good as my team looks. So by the time I arrange my team back and I start playing the person might be shocked, or the person might lose. I don't know. If you just believe that something is going to work for you, then it might work for you, because since I started doing this, I believe I've been winning a lot of my matches. Now, it's very important to set the players that will join your attack. Now, in setting players that will join your attack, don't send two of your center. Okay, joining players to join your attack is when you have a corner kick or when you have a free kick, the players that will be up. Now, it's not advisable for you to send up your two of your center backs. You can send up one. One is enough, so that you won't be prone to, by sending up your two center backs, you won't be left open to counter attacks from the opponent. So if you do that, then you can, because, okay, for example, now I can send up Rudiger. Rudiger has good heading, so that during corners, when I play a corner kick, Rudiger can head in and I can get a goal from that. So that's that. Okay, guys, and we have successfully okay, we have successfully come to the end of this video. This is the first video on the channel. We are going to be going into the real gameplay, the Efootball league, the friend match, and all of that. We're going to be going how to get into Division 1, how to improve your actual gameplay when you actually play the game. That's what we're going to be doing in the next video. So for now, guys, I've come to the end of this video. You can share this video with your friends and people that you think will get something out of this video. Let's make sure we share the video, like and subscribe. If you've gotten to the end of the video, that means you definitely enjoyed it, and you're going to be watching out for part 2. We're going to be recording and dropping the next part of this video very soon. So like and subscribe, guys, and I'll catch you in the next one.